So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Newton. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this is now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not very much of an advantage. You might be playing well, now it slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
On 1st down, Newton. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's a 2nd down.
So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield when he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on it. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can...
Here's a diving catch right side.
For Cam Newton, the arm strength maybe not what it was circa his MVP season of 2015, but he uncorks a big one there.
That is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And you get a look at the final readout on air distance, according to Next Gen Stats.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn.
And he'll take this back down inside the 20. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Now following the interception, here's Newton.
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Newton. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. Trying to improvise. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5. He takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Newton. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
2nd and 10. Newton again. Looking long for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 35. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. Newton throwing again. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. 2 seconds to go, 1st quarter. On 2nd and 10, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. They're going to try and throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. To throw is Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal. McCaffrey, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He completes this to Russell Gage. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Patterson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They're going to look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Newton. That one complete to Anderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They fake the give. Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And it's complete right back to Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. This one caught by Ridley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Out of the gun now on third down. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. A final shot before the break. Newton. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The play action fake, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. On play action, they'll throw. Forced out to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Got some real estate, and I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They'll drop to throw. And it'll be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught.
inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. They'll look to throw now on first down. Steps away to his left. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. Looking for the end zone. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Still just a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now it's Newton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now back to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Escaping the pressure right. And he completes it to Berrios. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Buying time to his left. Over the middle, he gets it to Berrios.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, He should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Russell Gage, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Cam's throw complete there to Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On first down, this is McCaffrey finding some room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Newton on first down. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. Now Newton. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it. They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the fourth quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out first downs.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Throwing is Newton. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
the Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn.
And now the rookie's free. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn. And the Panthers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.